Hello viewer, thank you for joining us. This is CBN News in Brief, broadcasting to you from Hargeisa. My name is Yunis Dekow. The chairman of Somaliland's Oid party has called on the government to take tangible measures to prevent coronavirus outbreak in the country. He called for closing Somaliland's borders with Ethiopia and cancelling all travels there. Faisal Ali Warabe indicated that it will be harder for Somaliland to contain the virus since the nation's healthcare system is in shambles. He alleged that the capacity of the country's healthcare system have not improved in the past 3 decades. In a press conference earlier today, the chairman of the party also alleged that illicit harmful substances enter Somaliland from its border with Ethiopia. He added that if the coronavirus enters the equation, the situation will become beyond manageable. Somaliland has announced strict measures to curb the potential spread of the coronavirus in the country. All international flights were suspended to and from the country with the exception of Ethiopian Airlines that regularly connects Hargeisa and Addis Ababa. Many observers thought Somaliland's government made the exception to defy the orders of Somalia's federal government of banning all international flights. Faisal Ali Warabe called on the government to suspend the flight of Ethiopian Airlines and put the defiance aside. And Ethiopia has confirmed one more case of coronavirus, bringing the total number to 12. The 12th case is a 34-year-old Ethiopian who came from Dubai on March 19, 2020, said the Ministry of Health in a statement released earlier today. The patient is in a stable condition at a treatment center, the statement added. Ethiopia has suspended flights to more than 30 countries and closed its land borders to prevent the spread of the virus. The World Health Organization has warned that the coronavirus disease pandemic is accelerating, with more than 300,000 cases now confirmed. It took 67 days from the first report of the COVID-19 to reach 100,000 cases, 11 days for the second 100,000, and just 4 days for the third 100,000. But WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom said it was still possible to change the trajectory. He urged countries to adopt rigorous testing and contact tracing strategies. Somaliland's Minister of Information, Suleiman Ali Kore, today attacked some unnamed television stations in the country, calling them unpatriotic. He threatened that the government will not tolerate the media that challenges its authority, sovereignty, and health policies. Speaking at a press conference held by the National Coronavirus Preparedness Committee, the minister alleged that some media houses do not cooperate with them. He further said the government will recognize those stations as anti-Somaliland. The minister called on the private media to join hands with the government to raise public awareness on the COVID-19. He said this was beyond politics and partisanship and called the owners of the television stations to meet the ministry. Suleiman Ali Kore said the health ministry will be the only source for information on the coronavirus in the country, while the Ministry of Information will lead the public awareness campaign. The African Union AU on Monday said that Africa's response to the novel coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak has received a major boost after the donation of medical equipment by Jack Ma Foundation and Alibaba Foundation. Massive medical supplies donated by Chinese Jack Ma Foundation to 54 African countries arrived on Sunday morning in Addis Ababa's capital of the East African nation of Ethiopia through an Ethiopian Airlines cargo flight. High-level officials from the Ethiopian government and other countries and organizations who have attended the ceremony at the Ethiopian cargo terminal in connection with the arrival of the donation have commended China's support to Africa's ongoing fight against the COVID-19 global pandemic. In a statement on Monday, the 55-member Pan-African bloc quoted South African ambassador to Ethiopia and AU Edward Makaya as saying, "We thank the Jack Ma and Alibaba Foundations for these generous contributions to the continent." The foundation had announced their commitment to donating 100,000 medical masks, 20,000 test kits, and 1,000 protective suits and face shields to each of the 54 nations on the African continent. The statement further said that the Chinese government has placed its experience on the table for African countries to be able to see and use in their fight against the COVID-19 epidemic. The experience that China has undergone is very important for us because ours, it added that it is just sharing, while in China it is ending. That experience is very important, said the statement. Meanwhile, a German army shipment of 6 million face masks needed to protect against the novel coronavirus has vanished in Kenya, the Defense Ministry in Berlin has confirmed. We are trying to find out what happened to the massive order of the protective equipment meeting the FFP2 standards for protection against particles and aerosols, said a spokeswoman. Newsweekly Desiagel had earlier reported that the mask went missing at a Kenyan airport at the end of last week. It was not immediately clear why the shipment was transiting via the East African country, the spokeswoman said. The German Army's procurement office, plagued in normal times by equipment shortage and breakdowns, is providing the health ministry with logistics support during the coronavirus crisis. Due to arrive in Europe's largest economy on March 20th, the missing mask shipment was one of the first major deliveries needed to grid Germany's health system for its battle against the coronavirus. That is all we have for you in this particular news summary. Thank you for joining us. For all the latest news on the coronavirus pandemic, you can visit our social media platforms and on our website www.cbatv.net. My name is Yunis Dekow. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.